Now I'm worried if I'm muted.
Let's get caught saying something really controversial.
We're live.
Yay!
We're live. We're live.
Everybody. I had a
big
feeling
talk
somebody was going to
saying
say
really
something
controversial things.
Yeah.
Everyone was having
shit.
a bird fest. But welcome to the show, guys. We're going to start off with a memory of 20 years ago. It's something that reshaped the entire world, reshaped the lives of so many people, reshaped America. And so we'd ask you guys to just sit and remember where you were on 9/11. So
That's it. Thanks, everyone.
welcome to the show, everyone. Thank you for that. A tragic day in the history of the world. It's, yeah, and I'm sure everyone has their own memories about it. Let's try and get upbeat now. We've got an interesting show today. Some of you may have noticed that we have a bit of a game that we're going to play, which could be fun, could be a fucking disaster, more likely the second.
My vote's on that second one. Yep.
We do have to say, though, before we start, we do have to say that when we named it, we didn't know about Benny's. Benny does exactly the same name for his game, and we didn't know, so we're going to change the name, but we don't know what to call it yet. So we're going to put that to chat. If anybody's got any suggestions about what we can call this game, then put your suggestions down in chat, and we'll have a look, because we can't really think of anything that's quite as good as that.
I think we should call it the Wheel of Benny. Just go with that.
No, let's just call it Benny's Wheel of Mixfortune.
Benny's Wheels. Yeah.
Benny's Spare Wheel.
Yeah.
Benny's spare tire. but yeah, look, head over to Benny's as well. Don't do it now because we're live, but head over to Benny's, give him a sub. He just hit the 1,000 subs, which is awesome. Well done, Benny. Congratulations, mate. That's excellent.
Rocky Tierney just said Wheel of Crust. Fuck me, that didn't take long, did it?
Straight for the jugular. Straight for the jugular.
But
Savage.
We'll go through. Pugs, how was your week, my friend?
Fucking shit.
Okay, moving along.
Nice.
Nothing to add. It's just how it was.
I've been fucking ill. I've been ill all week. No, it's been absolutely fucking turd. It's been worse than usual, and it's always shit at the minute.
Oh well,
it's just been crap. But today,
anyway, stiff shit. Moving along.
Weird thing is, right? I felt I've been really poorly all week. I've been properly ill, and then on last night I was feeling a bit sorry for myself. Joe was out dealing with some family stuff, so I thought, fuck it. There's a bottle of wine in the fridge. A bottle of red soy on the side. So I finished this bottle of red wine, woke up this morning and felt fucking great.
all you needed, mate.
That's
Alcohol.
all I needed
fixes
was a
lot
bottle
of
of red wine.
things.
So the illnesses have gone. So today's been great. The week's been shit.
Well, see, you should have got drunk earlier on in the
I
week.
should drink in the day, in the week. That's what I should do. I should drink
At
before I
work.
go to work every day.
At work, yeah.
When I go home from them. I'm not going to condone drink driving. I could get a taxi. Fuck it.
You're not
Get
going
Uber.
to condone brute. What?
Moving along to Liam in a white room with white curtains. Mate,
That's a padded room,
how's
by
your
the way.
week been, buddy?
Yeah, it's been a decent week. I haven't managed to get any mixing done, but it's been a good week.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing to have a good week, even if you don't mix.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Young Tam, glad you could join us this week. How are you, my dear?
Me too. I am good considering I turned 50 on Monday.
Yeah, well, as we said, 29th anniversary of your 21st, just roll with it. You'll be fine.
Exactly. So, but thank you everyone for all the birthday wishes that I didn't go back and thank. So
I can't believe you're only 50. That's unreal.
So what?
I'm leaving. Bye. Bye. Pugs is
What
going to
did
die.
What did he say?
So I can't believe you're only 50.
No, nothing, Tam, nothing.
He said you
So
don't
you
look
look
50
you
at
look a
all.
day over 30, Sam. That's what I said.
Yeah, he's a twat. I know.
Twat. I love how Americans say twat.
Twat. Twat's a word.
Young Kevin, I believe you've been doing a bit of gardening, mate. How's your week been?
Well, yeah. I can safely say without any shadow of a doubt, it's been 7 days.
Absolutely.
So there's that. The week has been 7 days. Yeah, it's been a weird week. Work's been crap. Home's been good. As totally gutted our courtyard, our inner courtyard today, and rebuilt it because our son has got friends coming over, which is new work friends. So he wanted the place to look a bit posh, so we poshed it up within a day. So nearly broke me back doing that. Had to be a bit careful because, as it turns out during the week, it turns out that I'm actually splitting in half. There's literally splitting in half from the middle. So yeah, that's a new thing. So I need to be a bit careful.
When you replicate, mate, does it mean there'll be 2 half creeds, or are you going to get like two full creeds when you actually do split?
I don't think there's enough for me to go around for 2 full creeds, but there will be 2 decent halves, which are still better than most. So, but I should explain for the splitting in half thing. Apparently, my stomach muscles have split in half, and I have a great big bulge in the middle of my stomach. Anytime I sort of like put pressure on my stomach muscles to like sit up or anything like that, it looks like Ayers Rock has just formed in the middle of my stomach. So
like alien,
it's basically your stomach muscles split. Bodybuilders get it a lot. You can kind of see sometimes that.
So how did you get it?
Well, apparently the other people that get it a lot are pregnant women. So maybe I'm pregnant.
But isn't it called like a hernia or something?
It's a big hernia, but it's not one that doctors worry about because it can't strangle, it can't pinch. It can't pinch any sort of like organs or anything like that. Most hernias are a little hole which things poke through, and then they tighten up again and they strangle things. That actually looked quite rude.
That's like a glory hole. That was a glory hole you just did.
That was a glory hole. Yeah. No, the one with your abdominal muscles is a bit different. It just they split and then things sort of like push forward and push back again. So basically, my insides are trying to get outside every time I sit up. So it's a little worrying, but apparently it's common.
Maybe that's why I've had for the last 30 years. I've got this big bulge on my stomach. I think that's what it is.
I got to tell you that they say that a lot of the time, what you think is a pot belly is that instead. If you like try and get rid of a pot belly and it never ever goes, it actually could be that.
Totally using that as an excuse, whether it's
I'm with you there,
true or not. Don't care.
Yep.
It's all good.
So that's been this week.
I'm going to get a t-shirt, mate.
A quick welcome, Nick. Thanks for coming in. But Zippy, how was your week?
Well, it was a pig rodeo as usual, and it just keeps getting worse. But I'm still in one piece. Other than some few little slices, I'm good, and everything is going pretty good. Other than that, so I had a fairly good week. It went quick, but not quick enough.
Never goes quick enough. But hey, all good. Young Nick, thanks for joining, mate. We haven't had a chance to say congratulations face to face. Congratulations, mate. Commiserations to Steph. But, you know, hey, at least there's one winner in that marriage.
Yeah, me.
How's your week been, buddy?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Same old, same old. Got married, back to work, shite. Let's move on.
How many times have you called in sick since you went back to work?
I've only been back a week, so twice. Yeah, I've been a good boy. I've been there 5 days straight now, and you can tell because I've got the marks on my wrist.
Oh, well. Pugs, do you want to go through chat? Say hello to the good chatters.
Why the fuck?
Are
not?
you on live chat? That's the
Yes,
first question.
yes, I'm on live chat, Tomato.
He's never on live
I'm not
chat.
in chat because I'm trying to log in on this computer because I'm not.
Ask
This
if
is a
you're-
Mac.
Ask if you're in live chat and doesn't even go on chat herself.
Do you know what I mean? Could you be any more hypocritical?
But
My
it
God.
basically means Tam is only half here.
Yeah.
I'm only half
Better
here.
than not being here.
Better
It's
than not being
half
here.
more than we normally
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, you've got me halfway this week. So
Right. Rawlinson boy, first in. Goats. That was his first word. Goats.
Surprise? Not really.
Not really. Graham, Net Reality. Nice to see you, G. Barry Jones is in. We've got Chris Hangoff is in. Michelle Hughes is back. Deb 22 is back. Oh, well, she was back. She's got to go and feed her horses.
Sounds
That is-
fair.
That's an actual euphemism. I'm
Feed
not
the pony. Feed the pony.
feeding the pony. You have to go and feed the pony for a bit. I don't know. Must have been seeing us. We've got Nightbots in the house. Nightbots, thank you once again for joining us.
I went to ask, is Nightbot working properly with Nick and
Oh, it's only doing Nick and Creed now.
Yeah, last week it only did Nick and Creed.
nobody told me that. I can. It
That's
only
You
That's
weren't
okay.
fucking
That's
here.
fine. That's fine.
It doesn't matter. We're used to it, Tam. It was funny.
Oh
We
my
had a good laugh.
gosh.
David Marshall is in the house. Fidelgo, how's it going, Princess?
Go.
We've got
Hey.
Rocky Tooney taking the piss right off the bat today. Like it. Who else have we got? Got him. Oh, I think that might. Oh, Trokey. Hello,
Yeah.
wonderful people on the
Derek,
panel
yeah,
and
how you
everyone
doing?
else there in chat. He's right there. We are wonderful.
Oh, I'm getting pissed.
Joe Pugs is in. She's new. I think she's not been here before.
Who?
Yeah. I'm surprised she comes back.
Welcome to the show, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
We love you, Joe.
I think that's it. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get the other halfway on the other.
We did that
computer.
early tonight, so there wasn't so many.
Son of a-
Yeah,
I-
doesn't matter. Well, we've got a bit of fun this week, but before we get into that, if you haven't been reading vape news, the FDA is pretty much just banning everything that has a flavor in it.
Yeah.
Fucking unreal.
You know, when it comes down to it, they are being asses, but I will bet anything that has a flavor in it that isn't tobacco, they're gonna just take off the market. But interestingly enough, they have reserved their decision on Juul. So
Of course they
even
have.
though the day of reckoning has come and gone, I think it was the 9th, they have not banned Juul, but they have not authorized Juul. So what happens now is essentially Juul will keep selling as far as I'm aware, but they are in effect really breaking the law, but the FDA have reserved their decision and there'll be no penalty. So instead of all the small vape shops and small juice manufacturers, they've gone and they'll authorize the big guys but they'll kill everyone else. So it is Vape-mageddon over in the States. It is absolute shit what's going over. They've run 90% of the PMTAs apparently, and your cat's insane, Liam. But they've run 90% of the PMTAs, and they have basically killed off anyone that doesn't have a big market share at this stage. So, you know, it is just ludicrous. And what they're doing is wrong, and we all know that. The issue with it is what they are saying in their letters is basically no one proved that their product was suitable to get people off smoking and didn't attract children. So therefore, deeming is only acceptable if you're a big company or a cigarette. Because how can cigarettes be good for public health? It's quite bizarre. And what they're doing is criminal. And they will continue to do it because they are the FDA. What do you do? So, yeah, there's that happening, which is a bit shit. You know, what we'll go into now, rather than harp on about how shit the FDA is, how shit Canada Health is, how shit the Australian Health Department are, because we all know, we might go to Kevin and Pugs to explain the convoluted, made-up rules of this weird game that we don't know what we're going to call.
I'm not joking.
Take it away, boys.
I want Pugs to explain it on his own.
Oh, right. Okay. I'll sit back here.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Kev's going to do that. But I will tell you that I came up with this game today with no thought whatsoever. Literally, having banter with Tam at 9 o'clock this morning, and it was about 3 seconds. I've got an idea. Let's do this. And that was it. And now it's just erupted into this massive convoluted game. It's actually not that complicated, but Kev is better at explaining things than me. So, and he's going to be in charge of the
and other people can understand him better too.
And because he hasn't got a Manc accent, so.
And what the fuck is Tam doing being awake twice in one day?
I'm quite flabbergasted, gotta be honest.
I took a nice long nap prior to the show, Nick.
Twice in one day.
So did I actually.
Awake. You've shocked me.
You should be happy.
Just one thing. Steve TC just sent me a message on VC. The chat is in subscriber only mode. So if you want to see chat and send messages and stuff like that, just hit subscribe to the channel and you should be right. So all good. There you go. He's in now.
Right then, let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Let's play a game. Oh, mate.
Right. Okay. So
super not looking forward to this, but anyway, go ahead.
This game, easy peasy peasy. We've got 3 wheels to run. Basically, the first wheel is going to have the names on it of the people that want to play, and anybody can play this because you're not expected to have any of the concentrates. It's going to be a theoretical mix that you end up coming up with. I'll show you how you get to that in a minute. The second wheel is going to have 100 of the best, most used flavors that were on VC. Okay, so you're going to get 5 concentrates off that wheel that are absolutely magic, and any 5 of those concentrates will make you a decent mix. However, there's a third wheel. The third wheel is where the jeopardy comes in. There are 5 wild cards on that wheel that will let you add to your 5 concentrates any concentrate you like to make that mix better. There are 5 remove a concentrate, which the panel are going to decide upon. So if you get remove a concentrate, we will look at your 5 concentrates and we are going to take one off you. And we're bastards, so we will.
We are going to be twats with that.
All right. So believe it or not, Michelle, if you play and you spin up vanilla pudding, guess what you're not using?
It's out of
it. And there are 10 let's not say shit concentrates, but there are 10 very difficult to work with concentrates that you will have to use in your recipe. So for the most part, you're going to end up with a 6 concentrate recipe, either with your 6th concentrate being a wild card, your 6th concentrate being something very difficult to work with, or you'll end up with a 4 concentrate recipe because we still won off you. Easy peasy?
I think it's easy.
Sounds confusing.
So
as
a wheel
hell,
of names. So what we want is we're all playing. We're only going to pick 4 people off the wheel that actually get to play tonight. And when you come up with your recipe, you can decide on the percentages that you use. You have to use the concentrates that you end up with. And we want you to put that on VC during the week. And you've got till Friday to do that. And we'll judge the 4 recipes. And the winner will go onto a league table. Every winner for every week that we play this will end up on a league table. And Christmas time or New Year will run a prize of.
And Kevin,
And it'll be a good prize. It'll be a good bundle.
What do they label their mix though?
If they label their mix, whatever we're calling it, you can just hashtag it VC and the show number. Today's 32. So VC 32, and we'll judge these next week, and we'll show you the winners before we start the next game next week.
Yep.
Sound easy?
And yeah, it sounds great, guys. If you have a good name that isn't Benny's good name, then throw it in a chat or shoot us a message on VC, because we're looking at mixed roulette or something along those lines. But guys, if you come up with something better, we will name this game after you. So if Tommy comes up, we'll call it the real Tommy V Wheel of Death. No,
Although if you don't, we're just going to call it the Not Benny's Wheel of Mixed Fortune. Let's just call it that. The Not Benny's Wheel of Mixed Fortune.
Did we finish the chat saying hello?
Oh, hi Tam, you're in chat.
Woohoo! I am in chat. Okay.
You can say hi to me now.
Hey, congratulations!
It sounds like
well
there
done.
should have been a fanfare or a round of applause for that, or something. It's like, woohoo! I am on stream.
Yay!
Yay!
Steve TC mentioned that he believes the 3rd wheel actually removes any crust.
Fuck off! It could do. It could
Just so
do.
everyone knows, I wanted to play Will of Vape. Like, no, not Will of Vape. No. Jeopardy, Vape Jeopardy, something like that. Like Alex Trebek. And my number 1 question was, I'm going to get cussed out in a minute, was what cast member on the show of the vaping community submitted a recipe with no crust
Oh, fuck
for
off.
cheesesteak?
That's, mate, lots of us, because not everything needs a crust,
For a
but
cheesesteak.
cheesecake does.
No, it doesn't, as we've quite clearly ascertained several times. And you've bought one. Sam.
Well, shall we run it now, or do you want to talk?
Well, we
about
want
it?
some names. We want some names. If you want to play, just type "count me in" the chat.
Yeah, let's do that
Sounds
first.
like
That'd be a
a
good
plan.
idea.
Count me in.
Get the people.
Hashtag count me in.
And we will
I don't know.
start this thing in 15 minutes. It's
Okay.
seriously, nobody needs to have
I'm-
any of the
I'm
concentrates,
going
so
to
don't be
write down
scared.
the names that. Okay. Ah!
And we will make the
Michelle
prize.
Hughes. Michelle Hughes is in.
The prize at the end of it it'll be worth it, because we're gonna have to do 1 prize a year, so we'll make it worth it. We'll make it a good one. We are known for giving good prizes away.
Yeah, we'll have a prize. I'll come up. We'll have something next week that will.
Okay, so we
No,
got
Maybe
we'll have to
Monday
get-
I'll have
We don't have to get it together until Christmas.
Net
and New Year.
reality, you're not allowed. Just
Nick,
kidding.
you're already in. Too bad.
In by default, Nick.
Yeah.
Net reality's in. Graham's in.
Yep. Danny Godfrey.
You adding these names, Craig?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
keep an eye
writing
on them, because I'm having to be in
Marshy's
2
in.
places at once.
Young Swampy Marshall's in.
Yes,
Graham.
I got
Oh,
it.
come on.
Danny
Who's after
Godfrey.
Graham?
After Graham is Danny Godfried, and now David Marshall. Sin.
Oh.
Oh, hang about. I can't type that fast.
And yeah.
Hi, Sin. Welcome aboard.
Sin's here.
Yeah, Sin's here.
And we're going to run this game. We're going to start it at 11:30. So we've got
I
5
gotta
minutes.
get back down.
Well, we got 5
Oh,
names.
Sin,
so
I
far.
see you now.
We got
Hi.
5 names.
Danny
5 minutes
Guthrie,
for everyone in chat. Oh, should we give it another
David
15 in
Marshall.
case there's people turn up
And
late?
Yeah.
Fee.
Yeah, we got.
Are you shipping
I'm
to
not
South
shipping
Africa?
anywhere. If I give a
No.
prize, it will be like something. It will be a gift card from Chefs. That's what it will be.
Fuck off.
We
And-
don't know. We don't know what the prize is. We'll get something together over the next few months, and yeah. Look, if we play this, if it becomes a regular part of the show, it seems pretty popular so far. But if it, we'll get something together, and wherever you are in the world, Pugs will
Yes.
pay for postage.
No, well, I
Yes.
fucking
Sin is
bollocks.
in.
Right, so I'll tell you who I added. I added Michelle Hughes, Graham, Danny Gottfried, David Marshall, and Sin.
I've got 5 names.
Is Steve TC in, or is that?
I've
Real
got-
Tommy V wants to be in, or is he just saying
Danny,
I would love to
what?
be in
What?
Sin?
Ron's going to donate for the prize.
Oh, Rowanson boy, you want to donate a $50 voucher? What?
Tommy, are you in
£50,
or not?
£50, not dollars. We're not working with that shit.
Or something that's actually worth something.
We'll organise the prize later on. It's
Yes, you
it
should
could
be in,
anything.
Steve TC.
so.
Yes, you should.
Okay, Tommy, please answer me. Are you in or not?
Who?
Okay, Tommy V.
No, please.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I got 5. Michelle Hughes, Graham,
Rocky
Danny
Toon is in.
Godfrey,
Rocky.
David, who?
Rocky
Tooney.
Tooney.
Rocky?
Rocky Tooney, yep,
Such
no
a drummer.
worries.
Hi.
Yeah, Steve TC.
Steve's in the house.
ST, how are you, bud?
And Steve TC. Okay.
That reality. Hi.
okay.
D-Man, are you going to be in
Okay.
this? I think you
I
should.
thought Sin had a wrench. That's weird. Sin has a wrench everywhere. What the heck?
Well, you can wrench Sin.
Oh,
Wrench
I'm
Sin.
not in as homegrown.
Steve
I did-
TC's in.
I did good to
Okay.
get in as TMV.
Session drummer, you're going to get in this game. I think you should.
Why am I in as my what the mess?
We'll give him a few more minutes. I reckon we'll give him another 10 minutes because people are just turning up.
All right, Sin's been wrenched. You're wrenched now, Sin.
I'm not wearing makeup.
Oh, thank
Always
you,
this beautiful
yeah.
Session. Fucking hell.
Sin's like that's like her signature. She's wrenched everywhere she goes. She's like got a tool belt, of all the wrenches.
Look, it could be a fun game. There's going to be some absolute disasters coming out of this. I can tell you right now because there's on the Jeopardy wheel there are some really
There's some horrors.
hard to work with.
I'm going to expect some fighting.
Oh, there'll be fighting. There'll be
I hope
dust
so.
ups,
But
drinking.
no swearing. But no swearing.
Oh, there'll
Yeah,
be heaps of
Freeman's
that.
in.
Session drummer's in. He said +1. I guess that's what that one means. Yes.
So
But does
if you,
now, he's in now.
if you end up being one of the 4 players tonight, make a note of the concentrates that you end up with.
Yeah.
We'll be recording them as well to make sure that nobody swaps anything during the week. So your
Damn it.
recipe will need to be what it's supposed to be.
Okay, so
Fiddy-
how many entrants are we taking?
Fiddy's
There's
in.
there's going to be 4 that end up playing.
No.
We'll
how
have a
many-
load on the wheel. We'll have a load on the wheel, but there'll be
Okay.
4 that end up playing.
Fiddy
we've
hasn't
got-
got a clue what's going on, but he wants in.
That's all right. He's in. He's in.
Okay.
Okay, I got him.
And Fee needs to be in.
Fee's in too.
No.
Yeah. What are we entering? You're
Okay.
in.
You're in. Too
It
late.
doesn't matter. You're doing it.
it.
You should
Who's in?
ask that
Fee's in,
question.
but she doesn't know what she's in for.
Right.
Nice.
Oh my
is that
God.
right? Is Fee
I
in?
am so bad. I forget Fee in.
Is Fee in?
Oh, Michelle Hughes wants to wrestle with Nevins. Nice.
There's a video.
Just enter Fee. Right, I'm going to put Fee in. there.
Yes.
That sounds like one of Michelle's stories.
I love
Nick
it.
will be on the front of a book soon. In the towel.
Oh, and yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrestling Rocky. That's where my brain was.
Sin, your money might be on Michelle, but who knows what Michelle's going to get?
Yeah.
If Michelle.
Evening,
even-
Andrew George. Andrew George, would you like to play our game?
Well, we know one thing Michelle isn't getting, and that's vanilla pudding.
No, but that's even if Michelle gets picked. He
I
said
wouldn't
there's
go
only
against.
4, so.
Oh my God.
For mixing though, I wouldn't do that.
Can I just say that Nightbot is in love with me again tonight?
Yes.
Andrew George, are you mixing?
He likes games. I'll put that down as a 1. Andrew
Wow,
George,
no,
is in.
he
I
has
want
to
to
say
say
I'm
it.
in. If you're
Andrew
just,
George, say I'm in.
Andrew George, say I'm in if you want in.
yes, you have to say I'm in.
He has no
Oh,
idea
the
what
more
he's
people,
entering.
the merrier.
Do I
won't
need to
get
say it?
chosen.
He's in.
Hey, Deb
In.
22.
Andrew George is in. Right.
And I'm.
Yes, I got him.
And I'm.
The nice thing is, the more
Hey,
people
Deb.
join, the
Putting
less
wrestling.
chances I get chosen.
No, you get chosen, Zippy,
Oh, I
no
need
matter
to
what.
go to
You'll
the
come
chosen
up
by
spinning
default.
every
With
time.
that.
Just because you said that.
No, I put a curse
Keep
on the
digging.
map.
Keep digging.
I need to go here, hop out chat.
What am I doing?
All
then?
right,
Well, don't
we're
worry.
at half past the hour, so we can probably
Right.
spin up.
Let's do it. Let's do
Any,
it.
anyone that missed the rules, I'll go through them again as we do it anyway. Should we just do it?
Let's just
Yes,
fucking
Just
do
do
go.
it.
it, man.
Can we just
Okay,
start?
so
Let's
entries
go.
closed for this week. If you want to be
Hey,
in
Ian.
next week,
Oh wait,
where
Ian
we have
Thomas
a
is
bit of
in.
a special
Ian
show
Thomas.
planned.
Ian
Hey,
Thomas,
Slushy.
you want to put
Should we let Ian Thomas in?
and
Shall I
Slushy?
just
Yes.
add Ian Thomas
Oh,
in?
and Frank. See, they're all coming in now. Frank, in Slushy, and
People
Ian
just
Thomas.
dribble.
Wait. Ian Thomas wants to play?
I don't know. Let's ask them. Ian Thomas,
okay.
Slushy, and
You don't need to record these names.
DTF.
Zip.
Are you going to play?
I'm just doing it just to see.
Okay.
It's a game where you can
Hey.
win some vape stuff.
I'm the
You don't have to mix
secretary,
them.
damn it.
And
So,
just so you know, I'm confused.
Ian Thomas and DTF. Last
The
two.
limit is in now as well.
Do you want to
I
reiterate
can't-
it, Kevin, just for the ones who just
Tell you
popped
what,
in now?
let's have another 5 minutes because there's more people joining.
All right.
Kev,
I'll
go through it.
explain the rules one more time.
come
We
on.
are going to have a mixing game. You don't need to have any of the concentrates, so don't be scared to play. The first wheel, we're going to put a load of names on the wheel. 4 of them will get to play tonight. The second wheel has 100 of the best, most used concentrates, the top 100 concentrates from VC. So loads of good concentrates there. You'll get 5 of those on a randomizer that you will have to make a recipe from. However, there is a third wheel. The third wheel has 5 wild cards on it, which means you can add whatever you like to those 5 concentrates that you have to play with. There are 5 remover concentrates where the panel will take one of your 5 concentrates away from you, and we will be bastards about it, don't worry. And there are what did I say? There were 10 very difficult to work with concentrates, and if you get one of them, you will have to add it to your other 5 concentrates and use them to make a recipe. The recipes, we want you to choose your own percentages. You will have to use the concentrates that you're given, and they will need to be on VC with the hashtag VC32, because 32 is tonight's show number,
Thought she wants it,
by
too.
Friday of next week.
Yeah.
We will pick a winner from the 4 entries next week. We'll judge them and pick a winner. That
By
winner
poll.
will go onto a winners table, and at the end of the year, all the winners on the winners table will go into a spin, and we'll end up with a prize that's yet to be determined, but it will be something good.
And
Easy peasy?
There is.
It is. Sam's going to
There
sort
is
out
one
a poll.
thing.
It's going to be
Roll.
through the voting is going to be through a poll, through chat, through Nightbot. Tam's going to sort that out.
All right, we're going to do it that
Tell
way.
us.
Well, that's good then.
So I'm reading chat and keep going. I'm just reading chat. Never mind.
Right, so last call. If anyone wants in, say you're in, because you've got about 2 minutes to say
Yeah.
I'm in. I would
I
like to
got
play
you already,
something along
Andrew.
them lines.
I already got you.
Andrew George, I think is already in anyway. isn't he?
Yes, he's
Yeah,
in.
I've got Andrew George.
So who's
All right,
in
so if there's a concentrate that you want to get into the top 100 on VC for a show down the track, you you need to release 215 recipes as a minimum to get in the top 100. So please feel free to pop out
Slushy,
215
oh my gosh.
recipes containing your favorite concentrate, and then it'll enter into the top 100.
Okay, Cherokee's now in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it will be a good
I
prize.
need to just say one thing really quick. If you got spammed by my Instagram imposter this week,
That was funny.
I apologize. It was not me. But on the flip side of that, this person was tortured and frightened and scared by the
My
group.
Big Dave's penis.
So if you just reply to that spam from Tam, Big Dave's coming to see you.
Yes.
You won't get any more messages.
Yeah.
He is
It
big.
was so I mean, I was sitting in here at 2 a.m. the other morning, like reading all the messages that Liam, the instigator of it, was there nudes involved. I thought there was gonna be. And so anyway, I was in here laughing so hard I was in tears. It was just too funny.
That guy was trolled, or girl, whatever.
Big time.
It-
So
it-
yeah, just say Big Dave's coming to see you. He doesn't like you anymore. And
Fan
It-
from
it'll
Tam.
stop.
Yeah.
there's nothing I like better than trolling spammers.
Yeah, it's fucking great, isn't it? And people that phone you out of the blue. I love those call center
Yeah.
people. They make my day then. I'm getting less and less
well,
these
a
days.
great suggestion with call center people and scam calls is keep them on the line as long as you can.
I had somebody
Because
phone up for me.
that
Dad
just
the other
means you know it's a scam. If you keep them on the line as long as you can, it means they don't have time to scam some other pulse app. So
I had somebody phone me the other day asking for me dad for boiler insurance. My dad's
You
been
need
dead
to get a new
22
house.
years. What the fuck?
mate, I
fucking
had
waste
one
from-
that asked me my credit card details, and I said credit card. Oh yeah, I've got a library card here, and I gave him a library card number and all sorts of stuff, mate. It
And
was
if you
awesome.
could pay that library card bill, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
I normally get the accident ones. We heard you've been in an accident, and I try and keep them on there for as long as I possibly can, and generally end it when they ask me how the accident happened. I generally end it with, "Well, I was actually on the phone to you pricks, and I crashed my car."
I've had a full conversation about it with the accident ones.
But
Rather than accident, how
Liam,
did you know? And the accident I had, I'd pooed my pants, and they didn't find that out until the end.
what
And I
what
wanted
was
some money.
hilarious is Liam was like, I just saw you last week at the what did you call it?
Illuminati retreat.
The Illuminati retreat. And I call you Liamati sometimes because it just rhymes.
Oh, it's fucking great, that was. Anyway, let's play the game.
Ding,
Yeah.
ding,
All
ding.
right.
Government grant.
Let's get ready to
Ready to
rumble.
And everyone here is going, shit, don't roll me up. Don't bring my name up.
I don't
Don't
want
bring my
it.
name
I don't want it.
All right, I'm gonna set this up and
Your
get
share
this going.
screen.
Yeah, I'll do that. Why not?
Any last minute requests? Is Lady Liberty, is she in? Is Fee in?
Oh God, lady.
Yeah, I'll
Whoever's
read
in is
through
in.
it.
Whoever's out is out.
Yeah,
Right, this is the first one then. Oh, that's a lot of names. Quite a
yeah, I
lot.
know.
There's a few names on there. Hang about. Let me just see if I can move that out the way. Good. I'll just getting all the Zoom windows out of the way. Right. So I'll give them a shuffle just so that
There you go.
go. Three
Finny
shuffles.
wins. Finny's in. Finny's
Three
in.
shuffles. There you go. So we're gonna find our first player.
Doesn't spin as fast on the screen.
No,
but it's all good.
UTC.
Ah, Finny.
Steve
Steve
TC.
TC.
Tell me
There
that
you
you
go.
are not a
Okay,
terrible
Steve
hipster. I just
TC.
saw that comment. You're not.
Okay,
Don't say
Zippy,
that.
these are Steve TC's concentrates. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next wheel.
Oh, this
So
is so
we're-
exciting.
So we're gonna have five
So
concentrates.
exciting.
Steve TC, here come your first concentrate.
Oh, I was thought I typed it. I don't think I did.
Oh,
Michelle,
mate,
I'm
nice
so
one.
glad you like the chow. That's what I was trying to type and I never got it out.
So we've got pear flavour art. I'm not going to drop any of these out. So if we end up with 2, tell me and I'll spin it again.
What happens
okay?
if you end
I
up
did
with
type it, I
5
don't
pair
know.
flavour arts? It's a single flavour test.
Shut up, it won't happen.
And then you have to take one out.
Second concentrate. Oh, and just so you know, Michelle, vanilla pudding is on here. Just so you know, Nick, sugar cookies on
Not?
here.
Yes, I have, Frank.
French vanilla capella.
Nice.
It hasn't come up on
All right.
screen yet.
Yeah, it's doing it differently. I'm getting
There you
cheers
go.
and
It's
rounds of
just a bit
applause.
slow, the screen share,
Yeah.
Kev. But
All
that's
right, okay.
It's
I
all
can't
right.
help
It's
that.
all right. It
It's-
works out in the end.
Have you seen
Nice.
it yet? French vanilla capella.
French vanilla
Yeah, I
capella.
got it.
Yep.
I got it.
Yeah. Third.
So we will
concentrate.
post the concentrates on the
Michelle,
VC
you got a
Facebook
special
group
treatment.
and on the VC forum. So if you forget what's there, we will have a list there for you.
Oh, it's good. Hey, there's a recipe.
Oh,
for me
nice
there.
one. Hey, this is
Sweet
shaping up all
cream
right.
flavora.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
turning
nice.
out all right.
Number 4.
That sound is fucking annoying.
Sounds like a really wet fart.
It's fucking annoying.
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
Yeah,
pear
no, I
cream.
can see that
All
working
right.
with pear. Yeah,
Butterscotch
so far
flavora.
you haven't done
Oh,
too
come
badly
on.
here.
Sin, it's Mom and Pop's calibrator
And number
chow.
5.
And the
Who's down
final
at
one.
Chef. But you can buy my one shot from Zippy called Cookie Chow, and it's in it.
Coffee
And
and
it is so good.
tangerine, Andrew. That'll work.
Oh, pineapple and pear. Pineapple. Pineapple
cream.
butterscotch.
And butterscotch. Interesting.
Pineapple
Interesting.
butterscotch. Nice.
Right, so that's the,
You know,
that's the 5.
that's going to work.
Okay, so
Steve, did you write your 5 down?
if not,
not yet, because you've got to run to the Jeopardy wheel.
Oh,
mate.
the real
Yeah, he
Tommy
still
B,
needs to
you're
know
so
what
sweet.
these 5 are.
Yeah.
Right, so
okay, I got
that's
the
that
list.
done.
Okay, so
Right,
FA
okay.
pear, FA pear, Capella French vanilla, FLV sweet cream, FLV butterscotch, and Capella golden pineapple.
That's
Yeah.
not a bad choice, you know.
No, it's very good.
Okay,
Not terrible at all,
and
mate.
now we get to fuck that up for him.
Yeah. Come on.
Jeopardy
music.
wheel. Dun dun dun.
Run it.
That's better. Yeah.
Yes, Michelle, we did put honey on that wheel.
Wow.
Welcome.
Oh, nice.
Love it. Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
So
Oh,
you get to add your 6th concentrate can be whatever you like to turn that mix into something wonderful.
there you go. Steve TC lucked out there, buddy.
yep. Now,
Very,
don't-
very good.
Yeah, he doesn't need to tell me what it is.
He doesn't need to tell you what his
No.
6th one is. It'll
Okay.
be a nice surprise for us and everybody else when we go to judge
Okay.
it next week.
That's fine. Good. Okay. Next victim.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
victim.
This is nice.
Please, Tommy. Please,
Oh,
Tommy.
go back to the good one.
Thank you. That makes me feel nice.
Go back to that
Michelle?
good.
Oh, Michelle.
See?
Michelle Hughes.
Michelle.
Michelle Hughes.
Michelle Hughes.
Oh,
Oh,
Michelle.
is she now? Let's take that away. Is she gonna get vanilla pudding?
Vanilla pudding.
It's
Yes.
on now.
If she does.
Oh, Michelle's
She
taking
does.
notes, you guys. She just said it.
Okay, here we go then. First of 5.
I probably should.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yogurt.
That's a nice one.
Good,
Yes.
good base.
Yeah, yogurt flavor west.
That's a nice creamy cream stuff up.
Number 2.
Okay. shaping.
Well,
Vanilla bean
Oh,
ice cream
okay,
by
there you
Capella.
go.
Yeah. There's a frozen yogurt coming on.
so far, so
Yeah.
good.
Number 3.
Oh, hello.
Oh, this is looking nice.
This is looking really good.
This is up my street so far.
Yeah.
Holy Vanilla DIY FS
And bacon.
and bacon. Number 4.
It's only theoretical, Michelle. You don't have to actually mix it. It's just theoretical.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Well.
Oh,
No, you can make. Oh no, you can make that work. I can make that work. Yeah.
Creamy
that's good.
tobacco.
Don't
Creamy
forget,
vanilla
you
You're
can.
not
tobacco.
mixing it, Tim.
Don't forget, you can use whatever percentages you like for these concentrates.
Within reason. Within reason.
0.0001,
Still
yeah.
a percentage.
That's
There's gotta be a
that would
limit.
go nice for a tobacco custard.
You're gonna have to. We never thought about this. There's gonna have to be a limit. Otherwise, people will do something fucking ridiculous.
Well, you can't set a limit because something like really strong might come
I'm
up,
with
and you
you,
can't say
Slushy.
you
I
have
like
to use it
beta
at 1%.
tobacco.
You know what
Yeah.
though? If you do that, you'll lose points for it, and people might
Well,
not. Vote you.
I mean, people will judge if
Yeah.
you've like
You'll get
buried,
judged
if you
on that.
try to bury one of them in the
Tobacco.
mix,
There you go.
Yeah.
you will be judged. Right? Okay. Number 5.
We're all judged
Fifth
anyway.
concentrate.
People are mean.
Well, so far it's a pretty creamy vanilla tobacco, so you know, that'll work.
Andrew George says -1%.
Yes. Yes.
That could
I
work.
can
There
see
you go.
that.
I could absolutely make all
Absolutely
of
see
work.
that. Almond with nuts.
Oh my
and-
god, yeah. Look
Nuts,
at
tobacco,
that.
cream.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be something really good.
So there we
Okay,
go.
But,
Yeah, but
but yogurt from Flavor West is not really like a yogurt. It's more of a cream, heavy cream.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Let's mess that up.
Yes.
Ooh, evil pyramid
Or a
fingers and
thickener.
doom.
Everybody dancing.
what am I on? That I have to
You can't help but dance.
say? It reminds me of
You know that nobody else can see us though. What?
what's his name?
I love that.
Oh, you lucked out. I actually think you lucked out
Oh,
a
now
little
we
bit there.
see where this kind of falls in.
Nah, I don't know. You know.
But you can
It'll
make
work.
it work.
Yeah, you got vanilla and creams in there. That could you could get that
Yeah.
to work. Actually,
That just turns all that cream a little more eggy.
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
you should get that to work.
Now you got
Custard
to
like-
So
egg
now you have eggy. So you can make that vanilla ice cream with that creamy yogurt because it's not really a yogurt.
Tan,
And then
I
you
know,
got
right,
that
Tommy?
vanilla.
It's
Tan,
one
stop
of
giving
those.
Shut
tips. Stop giving tips.
I know. I'm like talking her through it. Shut
Yeah,
up.
shush.
Yeah.
Right, we need a
helping
bumper for
people
Tam's
forward.
tips.
Okay, third player.
Sam's what pups?
Tam's tips.
Ah,
Bumper for
You
Tam's
shouldn't be
tips.
helping people.
Tips.
Yeah, you shouldn't really be helping people.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Shut up. Psh.
Yeah, no guide in the recipes.
Tam's
Right, okay.
particular tips.
Player 3.
And they got free.
Danny got freed.
What happens? We get all chat. None of us have to do anything. Even
I know,
with the
this is-
game.
This is working well. I didn't
know.
actually weight any of the
I like
choices or anything.
this.
So Danny got freed. Okay, let's have a look at your first of your 5 nice concentrates.
I don't wait.
Again.
Oh, another pair.
That's,
Well, it's random. It can
that's
happen.
Okay, what is pear? Shut up. Don't tell what pear is. Pear is shit. Go ahead.
Damn.
Not really,
That's
but
all
if I
right.
talk about it, I'll get in trouble.
Has she been drinking?
I think she has.
You just, yeah, you
No,
just use it as a sweetener. It's yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, pear flavor up. Right. Okay, number 2.
It's juicy.
All right, Liam.
Nice juicy pear.
But I miss talking about flavors.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, cinnamon with pear. That's nice.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Oh yeah, I can see. Okay.
Cinnamon Danish Royal Capella.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3.
Ooh.
Ooh, that took a turn.
Don't know
That took a
about
turn.
that. Yeah. It's gone a bit
Yeah.
weird. It's gone a bit weird.
Strawberry and cinnamon and pear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure about
No,
that.
okay. I'm not talking. Shh.
Shush. Shut up. Sweet strawberry capella. Right. Okay. Number 4, I believe.
I think you can make strawberry and cinnamon work.
Oh yeah. Yo,
Me too, Michelle,
yeah,
but
easy.
I can't talk about it.
yes, yes. On a swirl, caramel butter.
And a caramel
Yeah.
butter for
Yeah.
yeah, that'll work too. This is
Caramel
these
butter.
are too good, these concentrates. You need to make it harder, kid.
Yeah, this is
I
shit.
was gonna say, what is
Well, it's the top 100. That's what I'm saying. I reckon
True,
you pull any
true.
5 out of here and be all right.
what did you call this game again?
We don't know yet.
Like,
Oh, there you go. That'll ruin it.
Fuck.
Oh, no,
Okay.
the fizzy sherbet, you can punch it with a strawberry. There, it'll work.
Yeah, let's just hope for a
don't
minus on the
talk
Jeopardy
about
wheel.
what you can do. You get in trouble.
A caramel,
Well, it's gotta be you,
cinnamon,
so, you know,
strawberry sherbet, pear.
Yeah.
Lovely.
This
Lovely,
is
lovely,
the weirdest one yet.
Okay, so that's 5 of those. Let's
Right, let's just hope for a negative on that one. Yes.
yeah, someone's going to want to take something out of that, I reckon.
Okay.
Spooky time.
Here we go.
We need this music as a theme.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
last
so we
window.
get to
Oh,
we get to take one out. I think we should leave the sherbet in.
Well, it's not going
Oh
to be
my
fucking
gosh.
sherbet. Let me tell you
No,
that right
we're
now.
leaving the sherbet in. The sherbet's staying in.
So I think because we've already had a pair, I think we should remove the pair.
Yeah, let's remove.
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
sherbet.
I'm with you there,
That's
Pugs.
Yeah.
Remove the pear. No pear
Remove
for
the pear.
you.
That's a
No
good
pair
call.
for you.
Okay, so I'll go over his list then. You
Yep.
have Cap Cinnamon Danish Swirl, Cap Sweet Strawberry, Wonder Flavors Caramel Butter, and Vape Train Fizzy Sherbet.
You have 4 concentrates. Let's see that work. Let's see that.
You're not
I
with it.
want to see the Fizzy Sherbet.
Right, and our 4th and final player.
Pugs. We'll just say Pugs.
Don't say Pugs. It's not me. Don't say me.
You wait. You wait. It'll be me that
Better fucking not be.
that spins up this time.
Fitty. I hope Fitty gets.
It's Marshy.
Hashi.
Marshall.
Swampy. If he gets a strawberry, we have to remove it because he
Yes,
is a
yes.
strawberry fiend.
Is he a
Yeah.
strawberry fiend? Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
who knows what he's going to get, right? So let's go find out. Concentrate number 1.
Better not be anything related to Tim Tams either. Oh, that's not
Oh,
Nice.
nice,
Oh, I
nice,
love
straight
that
up.
flavor though.
It's a good
That's
start. That's a good
Yeah,
start.
good
We like
start.
that one. We like that one.
Very usable.
good. Yeah.
Number
right
2.
there, Tim Tams.
Talk about it. Who's coughing? Oh my God.
Fair enough.
Very good. Nice.
Working well together.
Oh
them two.
wow, that's some of my favorite. Yeah, that's one of my favorite flavors. Actually,
So caramel flavora.
I'm not
for
going to
number
talk
2.
about what it does or doesn't do.
No,
But I'm sure
That must
Marcy
take you
knows.
into-
no.
Number 3.
There's got to be something that comes up that's just bizarre now. Come on.
You just want bizarre.
Oh, come on.
This is already winning.
What?
So far, this is winning already.
Oh my gosh.
We'll just
is
announce
like,
Marshy
if
as winner
somebody-
at this
Who
stage.
did he pay off on this?
Yeah, you might as well.
Who did he give money to? Who's spinning this wheel?
It's okay. Wild Melon is on this wheel. Everyone pray for Wild Melon. Number 4. That Wild Melon
Okay,
comes
now
up.
it's
It's going to look like I cheated.
Oh my God.
Too easy.
This is the world's
What
easiest
the
recipe.
fuck?
This is the world's easiest recipe.
Oh my
This
gosh.
last
you
one, I
can't
better be a
even...
fucking turd.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you get to choose all the percentages of these concentrates that you
Yeah.
use, Matt.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole thing is like a classic custard.
And number 5. Oh, please, number 5 be a bastard.
It's got to be
Yeah.
a bastard. It's got to be.
Don't worry, we still have Jeopardy. Just let's
Yeah,
hope he
we
gets
still have Jeopardy.
waffle and gets some cream of mushroom soup.
Oh my god,
Oh my
Oh.
fucking word! Are you kidding me?
that's just a
Oh,
recipe.
fuck off. He said
that's
he
a
paid
one-shot.
you money. I know
That's a
he
one
did.
shot.
Jesus Christ!
Yes,
just
it
made
is.
a one
It's a
shot, right?
Come
one-shot
on,
right
quickly,
there.
let's fuck this up.
Should
All right,
we
come
should we
Give
mess
us
this one up
something.
now?
Give us something to challenge Marshy now.
Okay,
Jesus
while you're
Christ.
spinning that, he's got FA cookie, FLV caramel, one-on-one
Yeah, I
vanilla
mean-
custard cheesecake, Capella vanilla custard, and TFA graham cracker clear.
He's got
I
an
mean,
amazing
come on.
cheesecake. He's got an amazing cheesecake.
Yeah.
With crust.
Right.
with-
Ready?
Now let's give him waffle.
Shut up,
Come
mate.
on, go
Ready?
waffle, go waffle.
Go.
There's too much crust in there for you, Pugs, for a cheesecake. Even if we put honey, you could just put a 0.25% of honey.
Oh no!
Oh.
You fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna spin. No, I'm spinning that
Oh
again.
my
Fuck
gosh.
off!
Fucking
It's
Fuck
my
off!
it's my game.
What?
I'm spinning it
Just
again.
fuck off!
I'm gonna do it again.
You can't do it again.
Why not?
No,
Why not?
That's
It's
what
my
you
game.
got. That's what you got.
It's his game. He can do what he wants.
Well,
Fucking hell.
let's have a panel vote. We've
That's
had
the
egg yolk. Should we pick something
Perfect
else?
fucking. We can't do that.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
we've
fair.
had egg yolk already. I mean, the same as the FA
Oh, you know what? We get to pick. We
We
get to
took
pick.
pear
He
out
gets
because of that.
waffle from Flavora.
No, we
can't-
don't
we
get
can't
the pick.
change the rules to suit.
Do I spin it again?
just spin again.
Let's
can't
say
let's
that.
throw it.
Changing the
Let's throw
rules.
it to chat.
No,
Chat.
it's not changing the rules.
Ask chat.
Chat,
Ask
do you
chat.
think
I
we
can't
should
see
spin
chat because I'm
again?
sharing, but
Okay, who thinks that we should spin again?
I think it just made the perfect
I
recipe.
don't think
so
we
I
can,
think we should just
honestly.
let him mix it.
It's just got really fucking lucky there.
Yeah.
what's chat saying?
I'm with you, Cherokee. David Marshall just dropped the mic and there it went. Yeah.
DTC.
Well, I'm
So
telling
far,
you
they
now,
all on
there's going to be
Marshy's
some
side.
rule changes next week. We're going to change it.
If
Yeah.
we don't think you
No,
should get it, we're
but
taking it out.
here's the
and spinning
thing.
again.
Here's the thing is, this is what it did. And let's just see where he goes with the,
You know
with the
what?
recipe.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, the idea is to get a workable recipe out there. So
Okay,
you know,
Yeah.
So
leave,
it-
leave it as
no
is.
matter how you
Let's
spin that,
let's leave it.
We
Leave
can't
it
there's
spin
as
not
it
many
is.
ways
Let's
to
not-
look it up.
Let's not.
what he's
Let's
got.
not.
Let's
with it.
not. Also, don't forget, you're going to get extra points for naming the recipe. And if you
Right.
want to do an image, you'd probably get some bonus points for that as well. So
and everybody is saying leave it, which is fair,
Yeah.
really.
we can't
okay.
change
Yeah,
not
it.
many
that's
So
flavors
fine.
that could muck up that recipe for real.
If we had have spun again, let's see what he would
Let's
have
just
got.
have a look what would have happened. Interesting.
It could have been something that even made it better.
True that.
But I got a wild card about it. It's clearly very lucky.
Wow.
We would have stolen that.
Wow, I love.
We
Oh,
don't
remove
have
a
fun with that.
concentrate. See.
Well,
It-
he wouldn't have done that anyway. So you know.
No.
All good. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's the game, guys. None of us got
really enjoyed that.
chosen.
I'm
Yes, you
gonna
are,
take
Mikey.
that one and just make my own recipe too and see what comes up.
Okay,
You know
But
what, though?
guys, look,
I-
feel free, even if you weren't selected on the wheel to play, feel free to play along. You know, challenge yourself. Pick someone else's concentrate.
Andrew George, I love it.
Yeah, you can't win.
He's gonna start writing and yeah.
We will be
with you.
posting up the names and their concentrates on both VC and on the VC Facebook group. So if you want to play along, you'll have a list there and have a
We'll open up a post with them in it so you can see where they are.
Do you know what though? As good as that list of concentrates was, if the other people that are playing, you can look at their recipes and think they've really fucking made the effort there and done a really good name, really good image. And his list of concentrates is pretty standard.
Yeah.
So it might not really
You could
get
do
as many
something
votes as you think
amazing.
it will.
And don't forget,
Here's
chat's
the
going to be
question.
voting. Chat's going to be voting.
Yeah.
There'll be a poll up next
No,
week for you to make your vote.
It may be.
Here's my
it's
question.
a cookie cut fucking recipe there. but
Is
still.
there any
Danny?
creative freedom to add anything extra, or you can only use
No,
That's
only,
it.
only use those.
Not
I
even
need to
sweetener,
answer- Wait,
Kev?
I need.
Nope.
I-
Sweetener is actually one of the.
Yeah, it's
There
on
are
the
a
list.
couple of sweeteners on that top 100. There's sweetness. There's Capella Super Sweet. There are a
Yep.
few on there. So
And
if you get a
Danny?
sweetener, happy days. If you don't, you don't.
Fair call,
Danny,
fair
your
call.
your pair was removed. Your pair was removed.
So yeah, guys, have fun with that.
That was nice. I need a piss.
So yeah, that could be something we'll run for a while. That's a
Yeah,
bit of
I
fun.
was rolling with Michelle's flavors actually out there. We're talking to Cherokee has his money on Michelle.
Well, we'll have to
Well,
see.
yeah,
You
you
guys,
never-
you guys
you
get
never
to pick
know.
the winner.
So-
We'll all vote. We'll all take a vote next week. So
So yeah, look, the earlier you can get it in, the easier it'll be for us. But Friday is the cutoff because we're going to have to look at them before the show, and you know, hey, if it's good enough, someone might even mix it. So you know, have a crack.
Yeah, you're right,
But-
Fidalgo. What is that saying they said in the game? May the luck ever be with you. Is that what it was?
that made a force
Yeah.
be with you. Speaking of which,
No, not that movie.
Speaking of which, next week we've got a bit of a theme show, and we're going to have a bit of fun with it. I'm not. We'll release details during the week. Some of you may have already guessed, but we're going to have a bit of fun and play with a theme show like we did with the Kilt Bill one. So we will all hopefully be getting a mix out to you guys
Oh,
for
that's it.
for the show. So we'll see what happens with that. That could be interesting as well. So we've got a bit of a packed out show next week with recipe wise. So
Okay.
that's a good thing.
We're actually starting to plan things.
I know it's a bit sad,
Yeah.
really.
I feel
Thanks to me
dirty.
and you, Pugs, we started a plan. So we're starting a trend.
And
Yeah.
on top of
I
that,
do know what you mean by feeling a bit dirty. It feels a bit too organised and professional.
Yeah.
It's,
I feel like I need a shower.
what's
Doesn't
even
sit
more,
well.
what's even more disturbing is it means that the show is actually vape related.
I know.
What's that
No,
about?
we can't have that shit.
I don't
What's
even
that about?
vape.
Neither do I.
You don't even vape my ass. Okay.
Or drink.
Now, guys, just one thing with that I wanted to mention. I was speaking to a guy who runs another channel, and it's a really good channel. And he mentioned, and I get where he's coming from, with all this PMTA bullshit over in the US and all the stuff happening in Canada and stuff like that. People saying that you're going to have to start DIYing
Yeah. I agree.
as a solution to this.
We can't get nicotine.
Yeah, to be quite frank, DIY is not going to fucking help you at this
No.
stage because you cannot get Nick. Sure, you can get flavors. Sure, you can get VG. Sure, you can get PG. You can do whatever you need to do. but nicotine is going to be really hard to get in
That's
both
the
Canada
problem.
and the US.
Do you have the same?
So
I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but we can actually get it on eBay.
no, well,
Seriously, nicotine is so easy to get hold of.
It's really
Even from the
It used to be
wholesalers,
here
And
just
it's
a
banned
year
here
ago,
as well.
but-
even
72
from some
milligrams banned here.
wholesalers that say that you have to be a registered business to be able to order it, don't check. So
Pretend
Yeah,
to be a
but-
registered
but-
business.
there are still a couple of places at this time that I believe are shipping Nick. Delosi's one of them.
I
I've
heard
never
bad
tried
things
their
about
Nick.
that, but
So, but
oh,
Fiddy's
Fiddy's
Nick Shack.
I like it.
Good on you.
100 mil, $200.
But look, when it comes down to it, suggesting to people that DIY is going to go through this unscathed, you're wrong, because it's not. It is going to
Frank,
affect.
where do you get
everyone.
it at then? Come on. Nick is still not difficult in the US.
Have
What
you
the
looked on
fuck?
eBay, Tam? Have you looked on eBay?
No.
Try it.
Okay, I'll try it.
Try eBay. Whoo. Pugs adding a plus.
Oh,
there.
I
But-
know what he's
but-
talking about.
Surely the difficulty comes as well, though, with it being sort of prohibited.
Well, yeah,
if you got
last
all,
year it
if
was
you got all
easy
the
to
channels
get.
actually mentioning where to get it from, then
Yeah.
you could
And
potentially cause more problems.
Absolutely do
issues.
not
Well,
look on
we're gonna
eBay.
get. Well, that's the thing is, and you call it an additive, and that's the funny thing is on one Facebook group, and it's Michelle's. She'll say where update on additives, where to get additives, and everybody starts listing super sweet.
Yeah, so yeah, guys, look, I mean, if you
It
know
was
someone
so
in
funny.
trouble, if you know someone in trouble with supplies and you can help them out, please do so, because it is going to get tough here in Australia as well,
Oh, where
or
did it go?
tougher. Technically, we've always needed a prescription, but prescription is going to be mandatory now.
My chat
But
went away.
The issue is that I used to buy all my
Okay.
Nick out of the US, and now it's a lot harder to get, because there's a bit of a catch-22, because in the US to get it, you have to be a company, but in Australia to import it, you have to be a person. So, if you bought Nick in the US under your company name and it came in, they'd still have to include your personal prescription, and that comes on October 1st. So there's a bit of a catch-22 there, in that Nick for Australians out of the US may become super hard to get.
Well,
What about synthetic, Nick? Is that still the same?
Synthetic Nick doesn't matter over here. It's just nicotine. Over in the States, though, synthetic Nick currently is a loophole for people. All right.
Anyone tried
But
it?
You will pay for it. It is very expensive.
Right, okay.
What makes me wonder is if anyone put in a
Oh, wait,
PMTA
giant?
for just unflavored nicotine, in
I
which case
think
all
so.
the companies,
I don't know.
all the companies that are producing nicked up liquid now could produce 0 milligram liquid and sell it with just plain unflavored Nick, if someone put in a PMTA just for unflavored Nick juice.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're still okay in Canada. The only problem is now the maximum you can buy is 20 milligram, which means you're going to be buying gobs of it.
same as the UK.
Yeah.
Really, but not really.
well, see, in Australia, the TGA have put a limit on the nicotine content at 100 milligrams. So that's not bad.
No, you're lucky there in that part.
Yeah.
Like if the way I go through juice, 20 milligram, like I was pissed right off when they said 20
Yeah.
milligram. I'm like, what the fuck is that? They knocked it down to 68. Now they've knocked it down to 20.
Yeah, Steve, unflavored nicotine, soak your tobacco leaves, that does not release the nicotine from the leaf. That'll give you a net, but I nearly 100% sure it won't release it from.
No,
from.
I think he's saying that you order unflavored nicotine to actually soak in your tobacco leaves, because you're then going to smoke the tobacco leaves with the extra nicotine.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, look, I mean,
buy all the nicotine gum I want on eBay.
Well,
Barry, you're saying 72 milligram in the UK. Technically, you are supposed to be a company, a business, to be able to order that. A registered, company house, proper company to be able to order that. The man in the street is technically only allowed to order 20 milligram. And I keep saying technically because we all know that's not the case.
No.
But yeah, 72 milligram, if you know where to look.
I mean, despite with Australia, the regulations that are coming in surrounding prescriptions, look, it's always been a prescription, but they will be enforcing it. And you will have to supply your prescription to the vendor, and they have to attach it in the customs documents. If it is not there, then there's every chance they will just straight out destroy it and not even bother to ask you if you have one. So what you really need to do is contact your vendor, whoever you buy Nick from, and make sure that they include a copy of your prescription in the customs documents so that it is there for customs to see.
Is it still down to those 32 doctors now, or can your personal doctor?
Oh, mate, no. Well, apparently, according to the TGA, there's 100,000 doctors in Australia that can prescribe nicotine. Unfortunately, that 100,000 is just a bullshit number, because there are only 38,000 general practitioners. So you go to the doctors, only 38,000 general practitioners, and there are only currently 12 doctors who are registered with the TGA to prescribe Nick. But the TGA say they are removing that requirement that they have to register with them to prescribe nicotine. But the doctors, they just don't know anything about it. And if you're a doctor and you don't know anything about vaping or anything about nicotine, you're hardly likely to risk yourself by prescribing it, are you?
No, I'm wondering though whether it was going to end up going down the route that I've only seen this on TV and stuff like that, so I don't even know how true it actually was. But going down the route where you could just get hold of a doctor and they just turn around and say, yeah, you got glaucoma, and then write you a weed prescription. Look, the idea that the TGA thinks is going to happen, which, let's face it, they're a government body and they're full of bureaucratic assholes. They look at this prescription model, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. They look at this prescription model as a road to a non-prescription model. Because over here, NRT used to be a prescription only, and now it is freely available to any child over the age of 12. So, they are looking to try and, so they say, get it so that it is a tighter bunch of restrictions than a consumer model, but a lesser bunch of onerous tasks to do than a prescription. So they're looking for somewhere in the middle. They could just do that by just getting the person that's ordering it to prove that they're over 18 or over 21.
Yeah, look, I mean, and it's happening all around the world where there's current laws to stop teens and children from vaping.
Yeah.
Fucking enforce them rather than come up with these new bullshit laws that hamstring adults trying to get off cigarettes.
Yes.
That is as simple as that. Enforce what you fucking got rather than put everyone who vapes, who's quit smoking successfully, just enforce what you've got already, and it should be job done.
Yeah, it's just the same with the States where you could actually order flavored alcohols, and they just ID you.
Well,
Why don't they
if you
just
have
keep it that way with vaping?
the way things are in the States, in particular with the protecting the youth. Has anyone seen the what is it, the NIH stats for vaping and whatnot? I grabbed a copy of this the other day. I'll just share screen. So US high school drug use, 37% alcohol, 16% any illicit drug, 16% binge drinking, 15% cannabis, 13% nicotine vaping less than once a month, 10% ADHD drugs, 9% prescription and antidepressant, 3% vaping daily, 2/3 of which smoked first. Now you tell me why that 3% is the focus of protecting the children, and I will tell you it's Bloomberg. Straight out now. I mean, you've got bigger fish to fry, bigger problems to solve than 3% of teens who are vaping instead of smoking.
That's the thing. If you want to ban anything, the easiest excuse to use is think of the children.
Yep. And they roll it out whenever they can, and it's distressing to someone who has taken that step and given up analog smokes for a safer alternative, not harm-free, safer, not harm-free, safer. And mate, can you imagine all of a sudden your favorite juice is taken off the market? What are you going to do? Your all-day vape is now gone. You have to either find a tobacco one that you like, because I'm telling you right now, there wouldn't be one that I could find.
Well, I went into the vape store. Sorry, Liam, go ahead.
No, go on, Jeff.
I went into a B&M on Friday, yesterday, I guess, and it was disgusting. That's all I can say, was literally disgusting. He used to have like big long shelves of all the different brands of juice. There ain't much there now, let me tell you. So tobaccos, and no mention. The fruit was in tiny letters, like really tiny, but everything was tobacco, and menthol.
Oh my God.
It's crazy to think that you're giving up analog cigarettes and they want you to go and buy a tobacco flavored
Exactly. That was my point. It's like you're taking away tobacco, or like that's all we're left with.
Yeah, I don't even understand that, because they're getting rid of all the flavors, and even the tobacco flavors are just flavor. It's a flavor no different to bloody strawberry or ice cream. It's a flavor. It's not tobacco.
What I find quite telling is, unless I missed it, on the NIH stats that you pulled up there, did they actually have a category on there for tobacco?
No, just there's no smoking. It doesn't say smoking there at all.
That's what I find quite telling, because I should imagine that figure would probably be quite high.
Yeah, and very friggin' relevant when you're talking about vaping. The thing that pisses me off most is, as Kev said, a tobacco flavor is just a tobacco flavor. It is a flavor. It is exactly the same as the other flavors. But I swear to God that I am of the firm belief that the legislators over in the US think that tobacco flavor is just tobacco in it. PG, VG, and nicotine. Yeah. Because it's nicotine, it must taste like tobacco. I swear that's what they think. You know,
Well, it's pretty damn sad. Let's put it this way. And I remember very clearly. I go into my B&M because I get supplies that I could order online, but I might need something right away. And I went in there on a mission as well, and I was like, my jaw probably bounced off the floor. Like, holy shit.
well, the worst thing is that the companies that have done the right thing and gone through all the PMTA bullshit and submitted all the details that they need to submit are now getting it absolutely jammed right up their ass, because they have an official letter saying you are not allowed to sell it. So they do the right thing. They try to comply with all the regulations. If the US, the people in power in the US, in the government and the bureaucrats, if they think that this will not create a black market, they are fucking lunatics. You are going to get people who are getting nicotine from pesticide and friggin' putting it in their juice.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a mess.
Since there will be some stupid ass shit that happens as a result of this.
That'll give them the ammo they need, because there will be like hospitalizations, there will be deaths and all the rest of it, and they'll say, see, we told you.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing in Australia here too, is they're trying to set vaping up for a fail, in that they say, all right, you still have to put the nicotine in the juice, therefore people are still dealing with essentially what can be quite a dangerous product if it's not handled properly. They still have to store their nicotine, and the TGA are setting people up to have to deal with something that they shouldn't have to deal with. If they just said, all right, you can have vape juice with nicotine in it, the levels of the nicotine that are in that juice is quite low. So the toxicity, again, is quite low. If you store 100 milligram nicotine in your freezer, the toxicity of that is quite high. And compared to a juice, it's nothing. Like the toxicity level of a juice is nothing compared with 100 milligram nic. I was actually speaking to a friend of mine who said, look, I'm just about out of nic. Should I buy some more? I said, look, buy some more, but before October 1st, get yourself a prescription. And he said, look, I haven't stored nic properly for a long time. How should I store it? I don't want the kids to have access to it. And I just said to him, mate, buy one of those lock boxes, the cheap lock boxes, the cash boxes, put your nic in that, put it in the freezer.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah, which is the best way to store it.
See this?
Break it.
See this here?
Break it. Yeah.
This
that's a lock.
See this? It's not locked now because I've just been in it because I'm getting ice from my drinks. My nicotine's in there. This is one of those security locks that you get on windows in hotels. You get a little key for it. And I've just screwed that to the front of my freezer. That's locked. Kids can't get in there.
Yep.
It costs me about £3. It costs £3.
Yep. But that's all you have to do is, you have to make it, if you've got children in the house, you make it so that it's not impossible for them.
It's not difficult to do.
To it.
Yeah, they're just
Haspin staple. Buy a £2 Haspin staple and put a padlock on it. It's not hard.
Instead of trying to regulate for the few, just leave it up to the parents.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
We know how to be parents. You know what I mean? If anybody's a DIY mixer like we are, and we've got little kids, we understand the rules, we understand the dangers. It's not difficult to lock nicotine away. It really fucking isn't.
But see, what it's creating now is it's creating, like, particularly in the States, where your normal everyday vapor who has never had nicotine, never had to deal with nicotine, now has to.
Yeah, Michelle, you've got to raise your children.
right? See, in Australia, anyone that vapes and anyone that vapes a nicotine-containing e-liquid has always had to deal with nicotine. So I would say the awareness in Australia is probably a little bit higher in regards to the dangers of nicotine. I would hope so anyway. But, you know, the governments of today around the world are basically shitting on every single parent, saying you're shit, you don't know how to do your job, we have to do it for you. And that is just the most ridiculous.
We all know,
ever.
and we do all know, the actual problem is that there is no money to be made in people being well. That's what it boils down to.
Well, yeah, it's not.
I mean, they don't make driving illegal. They actually teach you how to drive. So instead of making nicotine illegal, teach people how to use it.
Yeah, but they've removed that too, because you're not allowed to go into vape shops and ask them advice about nicotine, because they're not a pharmacist. They don't know.
And they want you to smoke because they make so much money out of it treating you when you get cancer.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the MSA in the States is a massive driver, and we all know how much of a massive driver it is. Over here in Australia, the tobacco tax, it's not quite the same, but it nets the government $17.5 billion a year. They're not going to give that up easily.
It's not small money. It's a massive amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, look, I mean, but guys, the important thing at the moment is to support everyone. If you can help someone out, then, you know, help them out.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, exactly, Andrew. Bleach is a lot more dangerous than nicotine.
Well, you can lie about your age and go into a bloody liquor store, for Christ's sakes. Kids,
so laundry detergent.
Booze.
Yeah.
The one of the things on the TGA website over here, which just made me shake my head and punch myself in the face repeatedly, was how they used an example of the poisons hotline. So you guys that have them too, a number you ring if you think you've been poisoned by something, and they give you advice what to do, blah, blah, blah. In Victoria here, the number of calls to the poison hotline in regards to nicotine poisoning went up by 70% in a year.
Wow.
It went from 3 to 5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It went from, I think it was like 6 to 10 or something like that. So you know, the number of calls is kind of important. The stat saying 70% increase is fucking meaningless, because
it was less people than you can count on one hand. Yeah.
And you know, they used that in regards to the reclassification of nicotine on the drug schedule. They used that particular 70% stat
it's
to
because
support.
When you write something like that, it looks good and people don't question it. That's the problem.
Yep. And you know, like, you sort of sit there and unfortunately, vapors are more than aware of the bullshit that the government is pulling, but the media will toe the chain and they will educate everyone else in regards to, the government's doing this to keep you all safe. Look at all the children. They are not telling, they're telling the government's
Michelle.
Night, Michelle.
rhetoric.
Hey, Hobart.
Night, Michelle. But yeah, and it's absolutely maddening to see the stats that the government pulls out to justify their bullshit. And when you look behind the curtain, there's a dude this tall, bureaucrat, who says, we can let those stats say whatever we want.
89.2% of stats are made up on the spot.
No, I think it was 85.
Love it. Oh, I have some not to do with this news, but vaping news, keeping it on the vape related thing. Jumbo, we're talking about I know, weird, right? We're just going to crack on with that. Andy from the Dovpo UK customer services that I've mentioned it in the past. The guys that you can send your dead DovPo stuff too, and they'll help people that haven't got much money, who've got broken mods, etc., and they'll try and fix them for them. Well, the third Reaver that I got broke.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Ah.
seriously. It went mad, and didn't matter what I did, it just said check battery, which is exactly the same as the last one had. So I've got all of DovPo now, and it is because apparently I'm the highest power DovPo user ever. Really?
Reaver.
Yeah, and this might be the issue because even Andy himself never goes above 60 or 70 watts, and I was regularly vaping these at like 150, but it's a 200 watt mod.
It should be capable.
If it
Yeah.
can go up
And
to
it's a
200
DNA.
watts,
You know what I mean? It's a
got
DNA
to-
250. That
Yeah.
should work. So
Yeah.
anyway, I apparently appear to be the only person that's having this problem in the world after 3. So
okay.
don't buy that.
Yeah.
I think you're doing something to it. I don't know what you're doing.
Do you know what? I like this mod so much. I bought the Suicide, what you call it, Nightmare RDA just for this mod because I like this mod so much. It's a fucking beautiful looking mod, but it sat on my desk. I never took it anywhere. It did nothing weird. I used a Sony VTC 5As, about 150 watts or whatever, on about 0.17 ohms. I don't think
Which is reasonable.
That's
Yeah.
not breaking any boundaries.
No,
you know what I mean? That's
everything's
that's a normal high wattage user. So that's what I've been doing. Anyway, Andy at this DovPo place is really, really nice guy, proper nice guy, and he wants to help you every single time. The way he looks at it is, it's not what goes wrong, it's how you deal with it that counts, and that's what he says to me every time. So nobody else does this. So
It's a fantastic. It is a
Well,
really
it's an
I'm
amazing
telling
thing
you,
that they do.
Lost
It's amazing.
Vape
The
Thelma
fact that I've come
is
back to it
amazing.
3
It's
times now.
Selena.
Plus, they all know that I didn't pay for this mod. This was a mod that was up for review that I never did. So, technically they could have said "fuck off," but they didn't.
Yeah, but if they do that, then you'll do a review.
And then I'll do a review. I'll come out of retirement specifically just to do this.
To do that review
I would
properly.
do that, and he probably knows that. But regardless, so the third time this has gone completely fucking crazy, and they gave me a choice. They said, "Look," he even offered to give me one of his personal mods that was a little use that I could get straight away, or he would send me another Reaver through the post from China, or if you want tomorrow, I'll give you a Odin, but not the DNA. It's just the 200, the DNA,
Okay.
the Odin
Well,
200.
But that's
said,
still
you know
a
what,
nice
mod?
mod.
Do you know what I've got? Because the McCry
What do
mill
I
mod
have? Oh,
went
that's
fucking
what I
mad.
have here.
So
This
I'm a
isn't
bit
the
low
DNA.
on 21700 mods anyway. I've got 21700 batteries that aren't do anything. Send me the Odin 200. I know it's a solid chip. And
It's
It
a nice
is.
thing.
Yeah,
and
but
for
that-
what it's for straight
I
what
love
it's
it.
used.
DNA.
For
Yeah.
straight what it's
Without
used.
the
Yeah, but you've got the
it
DNA,
works
Sam.
just as good.
You've got the
I
DNA,
don't.
Sam, haven't you? It's not
I've
the DNA.
got the one you're getting.
This is the Odin
Yeah.
without the DNA, and I
Right,
have the
so
one with the DNA.
It's a solid
It's
mod,
great.
and I don't trust the Reaver anymore.
but
So
that is top-notch customer service.
well, he even said, I know the price difference is a bit sickening if I'd bought it, but I didn't. So
Yeah.
send me the Odin. And
But
that's coming
when
tomorrow.
it comes down to it, them standing behind it and realizing that there may be a problem with high wattage vaping is a good thing.
I think so. And I've got to send him this one. I'll send it into the post. They might even give him a bottle of juice for sending me out. Sort me out.
Sounds like a plan.
And he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. And more companies should absolutely follow suit in this. 100%. Stand by your products.
Exactly.
When you don't stand by your products, it makes me not want to use them.
Yeah, and I've never killed a DovPo mod, but I don't have the Reaper.
None of my others have.
But-
I've got the top
Yeah.
gear.
Oh, I
I'll use
have.
that.
I
I'm the
have.
Same coil, same wattage, not an issue. I've got both my my top sides. I've got the carbon and the SE. Never gone wrong.
My
Same chip.
carbon finally went to shit.
So
There is
Who
something wrong with the way they're putting
There's
them
something wrong.
DNAs
Well,
into that mod.
the last two that I sent to him, he said one of them the chip was corrupt. That's DNA's problem. The other one was a dry joint. So from using,
Well, you
high
gotta
wattage.
light it
Well,
up.
that shouldn't be the case. That's the way the Reaver's been put together. That's nothing to do with the chip or anything else. You've got an issue there. You need to deal with
When you've got a dry solder joint and you actually have more heat going into it, then it exacerbates the problem. So
Yeah.
it might just be that
You could be showing it up because you do vape quite high wattage.
Yeah. And not many people vape that high. He did say that he's never had this issue with anybody else. All the people.
Well, if anybody else is hitting 60 or 70 watts, they're not getting it hot enough.
He himself is 60 or 70, and he said he's had it for 2 years, never an issue.
The other thing is, there might actually be people out there that are vaping 160, 170 watts, getting this issue, but aren't aware of what they can do to actually.
No, they won't know about this. They won't know about this program.
I mean, the fact is, if you say that your mod goes to 200 watts, you better make fucking sure it goes to 200 watts.
Especially when it's got a fucking $80 chip in it.
Yeah, well, exactly.
I mean, look what happened with Sigeli, where they were advertising their mods at like 200 watts, and it turns out that they were only capable of 167.
Yeah,
and they got dragged through the mud over that.
Yeah, and so they should.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. I mean,
I just want to say hello to MJag. Thanks for joining us. And Advocate for Liberty has popped in as well. So hi guys, thanks for coming.
Good evening, Anne. Nice to see you, Anne.
And on the VC front, there was a little bug that got fixed during the week in that if someone mixed a recipe, it wasn't counting in the mix stats. That's now correct. And last week I missed out on a return of a feature which we lost during a reshuffle, and that was I think it was last week. They all run together, but a list of all the recipes that you have actually mixed. So if you hit the mix this, it then gets recorded in the recipes that you've mixed. There are
mix this doesn't it, but adapt this doesn't, or edit this doesn't.
Look, if you adapt someone's recipe to your own, then it becomes a new recipe, so it doesn't sort of count. And I have briefly mentioned it to Grubby that if someone adapts a recipe, it should count as a mix.
It should count as a mix recipe.
But it's a really hard thing to get your head around doing. So, like the code work for that, for the benefit is quite a onerous task. But that might come. So we'll see.
Can I just say, because I can't remember the last time this happened, but MJag is in chat. So
thanks, Eric Pierce, with the late news. I just said hello to him.
Yep.
I was gonna say,
I don't know who's that. So nobody probably knows.
Welcome
the correlation
to the show, Pugs.
MJag and me back in the day were like partners.
You fucking knew here.
I wasn't fucking listening to you because you bored as fuck.
And you made fun of me, you bastard.
Shut up, you. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say, hey, MJag, it's nice to have you in here. He's my brother from another mother. I love him. He's ace.
That's all right. We can mercilessly take the piss out of Pugs in the after show, which will be coming up real soon.
Well, I want MJag on the show. I'd love to get MJag on the show.
Yeah, mate.
He'd have to come on. Yes.
He'd have to come on before Frank, though.
He's becoming more scarce over the months, and I miss him.
I do.
Me and him back in the day.
I think that means you're well loved in Jag.
He's a fucking great bloke.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
He does say so.
I was just going to say, I just want to reiterate with the 4 game players earlier to get your recipes on VC at some point during the week and tag them as VC32 so that we can find them, please. Thank you.
And the 32 correlates to the episode of the show.
Yep.
It does. So what we might do is we might wind up now. We've been going for an hour and a quarter, hour and 45 minutes or so. That'll do it for today, I reckon. And we might have a bit of an after party.
After party.
So Tam, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Hold on. Girl. So guys, next week we've got Mando coming on the show with a special theme show. So we should have a little bit of fun with that. So make sure you tune in. We'll have the results from the competition this week.
He'll be here tonight, but he's at a festival.
He is drunk as a lord.
Stay protected, everybody, wherever you go. From you know what.
And an advocate for liberty. There's an open invite for you as well, mate. So whenever you want to come on, just hit us up. But anyway, guys, Tam's posted the after party link. I'll say goodbye.
Party.
We'll see you next week. Have a great week, guys.
Yeah, come and
Thanks,
Joe,
Bye for now.
all of you,
Take care,
hit
all.
that fucking link.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Love you guys.
Get into the
Subscribe and
app.
like.
Subscribe and like. See you later.
Night all.